everybody, Wishbone812 in here, and welcome to Tutorials of Excellence. This is Array 3 Part 1. This is my newest gold farm. It gets 5,100 ingots per hour. That's literally insane. It is more ingots than pretty much any other gold farm I've ever heard of. On top of that, it has 16 speed item collection, so it does not cause issues due to item collection. It actually gets all the ingots without lagging out the server. And this runs on an iPhone, no problem. As you can see, I can turn around pretty fast. There's a little bit of lag when I'm trying to move really fast, but it's not that bad at all. The entities are all killed very fast, and items are collected pretty quickly as well. That way there's not a bunch of stuff going on. Even with all of the ticks, my iPhone still handles it. And also for these portals, only one is ticking per sec. Only one is turning on per redstone tick. That way you're not getting. It's the best way to reduce lag. Anyway, so after talking about how great this farm is, by the way, it does get quite a bit of experience. You collect it all to prevent lag from XP orbs as well. So yeah, it's pretty great. If you want the best gold farm you can get, this is going to be the one. And yeah, with no further ado, let's get into it. Alright everyone, Wishbone812 here, and I have a short message before I release my gold farm video. So here I am. By the way, I had to do like literally dozens and dozens of hours of testing on copies upon copies upon copies of this thing to figure out why my initial prototype farm was almost 20% faster than the one I built for the video. And after just tons and tons and tons of testing, I have found out that I am not 100% sure. I literally don't know. But I will tell you the differences so that when you build up the actual farm, you're not going to make it exactly like the one that I'm making. You're going to make it look, you're going to make the portals like my prototype farm. So basically a couple things. First of all, and again, I don't know what matters and what doesn't. I just know what the differences are. We're going to build the, basically from this corner here. This is kind of like the starting point. We're going to put the chunk border right there. That's where you want the chunk border, so that it's right on the corner. And then all four of these are in one chunk, with the chunk border starting at that corner. Okay? So that's how we're going to do one thing. And then we're going to have it so that the nether portals are directly above, so that the piglins dropping are going to drop into right basically touching this wall. Okay, so you're going to want to do that. We're going to have 4 spaces between these two instead of 3, and don't ask me why. I'm not even 100% sure that it matters, but we're going to do 4 spaces and then 3 again, and then 3 this way. So 4 spaces between the middle two. Heck if I know why. And then also I noticed that in my initial farm, there's actually less space between the rail here and the top. So this is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like if I were standing on the portal, I'd be 7 higher than the rail. So those are the changes we're going to make. That way you get 5,000 or more ingots per hour. I was getting 5,100 with my last raid test. 5,100 ingots per hour, which is absolutely insane. Just blows any other gold farm way out of the water. And again, this is running on a phone with no lag at all. So there you go. Alrighty, just for context, this is my initial prototype here. I just showed you a world where I copied this prototype over to where this farm is. And this is the actual farm that I showed building block per block in the tutorial. So this is the one I built in the tutorial, the one you're about to see me build. It took a while, so I'm not going to rebuild it by hand and record the whole thing, because that would just be ridiculous. So, but what I will do is I will show you the differences between the two farms so that you can see more clearly. Now this one, the chunk border is here, right there. So it's on the other wall instead of this wall. It's on this wall, and it's in the middle of the of this thing instead of on the side. Whereas the one that you're going to build and you're going to want to build is you're going to put the chunk border in this corner here instead of right there. And secondly, this one. Now, the way I moved this again this morning to see how much of a difference it made, but suffice it to say, I couldn't figure it out. But this is where the rail was this morning, and it's where it was the entire time I did testing. Moving the rail didn't seem to matter that much when I tested it. And again, I've done like literally 100 hours of testing almost, a ridiculous amount of testing. And, you know, obviously I've cloned this a bunch of times to try to figure out how to make it as good as my prototype, but it's just not for some reason. So I think it has to do with the Nether portals. Anyway, here the difference in height between the rail and the bottom of the first portal is actually 8 blocks. So we're going to want to change that. The main difference is the height between here and the rail is 4 instead of 3. So we're going to make it 3 when you actually build this, okay? And I will edit the video with some text to let you know. And I might even voice over it so that you can build it properly. Okie doke. Let's get into it. We're going to go pretty high up into the air, that way there's nothing spawning on the ground. Also, you're going to want to pick a spot that has basically nothing going on in any direction. So the idea is that we're going to limit lag as much as possible. That way this does not cause problems. Alright, so we're going to go up to 135 in the air. Alrighty, and we're just at the beginning, but we've already reached a point where you want to do things a little bit differently than I did in the video. So here's your chunk border. This is the northwest corner of a chunk, or the negative Z direction is going that way. We want to make our first part of the killing chamber right there. So start with these 4 here. And then from now on in the video, you want to ignore the chunk borders, because yours are going to be a little bit different. Or a chunk corner, so it's where 4 chunks converge here. And from there, we're going to look to the north, which is the negative Y direction. And you're going to remember what north is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build out to the west 2 blocks. And then 6 to the south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from there, we're going to turn this into an 11 by 11 platform. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then build this out 11 in the other direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this is going to be the base of our trident killer. All right, now that that's done, let's start making our little trident killers here. Our first trident killer we're going to put right here. There we go. Perfect. Now, because we're using impaling tridents, next to the pistons we're putting stairs. And then next to those, we can just put solid blocks. Perfect. Alrighty, and thankfully we're already at our second thing you're going to be doing differently in your farm than I do in the video, so that we get better rates, is we're only going to go up 2 here, just 2, not 3, 2, okay? And also in the video, I had to cut out a part because I made a mistake. And you are currently working on the southwest corner. Okay, back to the video. Then we're just going to make 3 high walls all around with glass so that you can see into them. Very good. And then we're just going to do that all the way around, except they're going to be mirrored. That way the redstone makes sense when we hook it up. So basically, pistons that are next to each other are going to be basically next to each other, like that. And the last one. There we go. All right, an editor wishbone here, just to make sure you understand that what you're going to build is slightly different than what I'm showing you on the video. You want your chunk border here to be in the northwest corner of this box here. So what you have built so far should look exactly like this. And make sure the glass part of the wall is only 2 high, not 3. All right, back to the video. All right, so if everything, if you did it right, everything should check out. We should have, you know, some neat looking trident killers ready, pistons all touching each other in the middle, and let's start hooking up the redstone. All right, so let's just get into our circuitry. We're going to start with the redstone dust there. Comparator going that direction in subtraction mode. Repeater and dust. That is our very beginning of our circuit. We're going to go a couple blocks out here. Put a redstone block there. Here is our sticky piston that turns this on and off. And let's get a lever. Lever goes onto this block. Now, whenever the block is touching the comparator can't send a signal anymore because it nullifies it. So that's how you're going to stop it. And then once you, now we're going to make, going to take an observer, and we'll put it right here. And we'll just pull a signal out of the back of this with some dust, like this. That way, once you flick the lever on, it sends a pulse. Okay, very good. Let's continue on. So we're going to put a repeater there, and dust, and then repeater, and dust, repeater, and dust. So then going either direction, 2 repeaters, 2 that way, dust, and repeater, and dust, and dust. Okay, so that'll transmit our signal to the ends here. Then we're going to take our signal back, repeater, and dust, repeater, dust, repeater, dust. And now that'll be the end of this signal because this is going to be hooked up, this is going to go in a loop. So we don't want to put anything else there. So that is sufficient. In fact, we can break that block if we really want. That way you won't have any spawns there. Okay, we'll finish the circuit here now, going back to our clock. Repeater, and dust, and repeater. Perfect. Now, this should clock. And this clock is constantly making this one go at the same rate. So as you can see, these 2 are working. And those 2 pistons are hooked up. And we'll get the rest going here in a moment. What the heck? Oh, interesting. Oh, I found out a problem. There needs to be a comparator there. There's a red block. There we go. And sticky piston. And there's our lever. Actually, this needs to be moved back a little bit more. To there. There we go. Now let's try it. Okay, it's working, and this should turn it off. There we go. Yep, forgot that comparator. It's very important. All right, now let's keep our signal going. We'll go repeater, repeater, dust, repeater, dust, repeater, repeater, dust, repeater, dust, and then we'll go to the inside, repeater, repeater, and dust. And this block is not necessary. You don't have to have it if you don't want it. And you don't need this one either. Then we'll take this, going the other direction, repeater, repeater, dust, repeater, dust, repeater, repeater, dust. And you want all the repeaters on one tick. The reason we're using a lot of them is to slow down the trident killer. And sorry about the glitchiness on my screen. We do want all the repeaters on one tick. It slows down the trident killers, but remains a one tick pulse. That way the pistons don't stay extended. Now let's just test this to make sure it is working. Very good. That is exactly what we want. Perfect. Turn this back off. Perfect. All right. Now we'll go ahead and get our water, and you're going to need your 12 impaling 5 tridents. So let's go in here. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll just waterlog all the stairs and throw 3 tridents into each one. All right, now we're going to get onto our water platform. First, we're just going to make sure that they're all working. Our tridents are all getting messed around. Put in a circle. Looks good. And let's move on. All right, so we're going to go from these ones on the side. Actually, we're going to fill in the space in the middle. There we go. Boom, boom. And then from each side, we're going to go out so that there's 8 spaces for water to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And same on this side. And same here. That's not right. There we go. And same thing on the other side. And by the way, we're building out into the east-west direction. So this is east-west. Okay. And now we're going to surround each of these by a 2-high wall. And we're going to take the wall all the way. All right, so you should have something like this. You've got your 4 canals going down, or your 4 drop points going down into the trident killer with a platform that is 1, 2, 3 glass blocks above. And now we're going to put in our water. So there's water sources there and there. Good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take buttons and put them here and here on either side of the middle part. And we're going to do the same thing on both sides. So we're just surround this middle thing with buttons. And then this is going to be a little counterintuitive, but you want the... hang on. Yeah, very counterintuitive because I just made a mistake. You're going to want the water flowing towards the side that does not have the chunk border. So the chunk border side, you have water flowing away from it, going into this side. So this would be it's north, so the east side. East side is going to have more space. The reason for that is that because this is a different chunk, you're going to spawn more piglins in this little part. You're going to spawn about as many piglins in this little part as you do in this longer part, just because the way that chunk borders work with portal ticking farms. All right, let's make our platforms. All right, so from here, we're going to be making our platforms going into the farm, so we'll just make them right here. So basically, we just want to extend these out so that this is now going to be eight spaces. Or you can make it less and make a whole row of signs going down, but I'm just going to do 8 spaces for me. But either way should work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we got our little platform like here. Then we'll just put water every other space, and spaces you skip will turn into water sources because, you know, that's what water does things. And there we go. And that should be nice and clean edge. Perfect. And clean edge there as well. Excellent. All right, time for our portals. All right, everyone, Wishbone8121 here, the editor from today. Now we're going to go over the last major difference between this farm that you want to build, the one that is 20% faster, versus the one in the video that I am building block by block in the tutorial. All right, so we're going to put our portals a little bit slightly different places. This is the main difference that is going to basically affect your rates. So we'll start, and this is the north, so negative Z direction. Northwest corner of the northwest trident. We'll go down the lane to here. There we go. Block there. Temporary block. Boom. That is the corner of your first nether portal, going like this. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and get rid of these 3. There's your second nether portal. Those are your 2 northern nether portals. Temporary blocks again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get rid of these 4 temporary blocks. Oh, that's quite the reach there. All right, there's your third portal, and the south side is where the piglins spawn out, so they said spawn right down the side into there. Perfect. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's your fourth portal. All right. You extend these out up and across. All right, so here's where your portals are on the other side. Perfect. This one goes straight down into the side there. This one's going into the side there, and then space between these 2 is 3, then 4 blocks of air, 3 blocks of air. Very good. And then you're going to want to use torches along all of the obsidian so that you don't have skeleton spawning. So starting with the positions I just showed you over there, you're going to go 21 across and 21 up with torches to keep mobs from spawning on the obsidian when the portals are not active. And then directly above those 4 portals, you're gonna you can share this line of obsidian. In fact, you want these as close to the bottom as possible. You want to go another 21 up, and there you go. That is our 8 nether portals. All right, so now we're gonna make the water catchers. So, well, actually, I'm gonna move that up. There we go. Button. We're gonna go out by 2, down by 1, and button below. So that gives us a nice space right there for the water. And temporary piece of glass, dispenser. I'm gonna put a bucket in there. Button on top. And the button on top you can use later on to make sure that the farm is set up properly to run. All right, and then we're just going to keep adding one of those. You can do it on the first space here, all 4 of these, and again, all 4 at the bottom of those. All right, knock yourself out. Alrighty, so now we're going to put in our fire tick. What do you call them? Portal lighter thingies. Yeah, there we go. So we're just going to put some blocks here. I removed that torch, so we'll just put the torches there instead. There we go. Okay. Here's where you're going to put our observer here. And then go down 1 block, 3, and we're going to put a sticky piston right there. Perfect. And we'll just leave that there for now. We will go back to this at the very end when we hook up all of our circuits together. All right, back to our observer thing. Off of that observer, we're going to put 7 observers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you use 5, that will make a difference of about, I don't know, 20 gold blocks per hour or so. So we're going to use 7. Because, shoot, for just a couple observers, you're getting, 20 gold blocks an hour. I'll take it. Okay. Then we take a bunch of trapdoors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Open all of them. And lava bucket goes in the very center. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. All right, so you don't necessarily need 3 of these. The center one is, I don't know, extra, I guess. I just, want to make it extra sure that that port. Hello, another edited thing here. Now that we're going to do 4 blocks gap in the middle, you can just build it like this for the optional top middle thing. And then for the middle one, which we're about to show, you can actually build one of these without using the fancy signs. You can just put a regular one right here in the middle. Okie doke. Little lights, but basically you just need the 2 on the outsides. And again, I'm sorry for the twitching. I have no freaking clue what is causing that. I'm sorry. All right, moving on. Go ahead and start again here. I'm going to show you how to make one of those things right here. All right, observer going outward here, towards there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Observer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And boom, boom. There we go. Got trapdoors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Open them all. All right. My first recording 30 seconds ago, I messed up the signs. So let's get them in the correct place. Yep, that is not what I want. I'm trying to crouch. There we go. Place one on top of that. Perfect. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. So now we got signs that are going to block the lava everywhere. So we will drop down the lava here, and that should do it. And I forgot at this point to put these 7 blocks above as well. They are necessary for the portal lighter to function. Perfect. Now you're going to make one of these, basically behind all the three of these. All right, knock yourself out. Oh, one last thing again, underneath, 3 blocks, and sticky piston going up, not like that. There we go. All right, there we go. And this last one over here, you don't need all the dumb signs. You can just use solid blocks instead. Let's move on. Let's start attaching our circuitry here. Okay, so we're gonna get some glass, or it could be solid blocks, doesn't really matter that much. We're gonna go out like this, and we'll just run a line like this. We'll basically just come out the back of each dispenser like so. 3, and then run a line so that it is like so. Okay, perfect. So here we will put a repeater, and then we're gonna put our clock right here. All right, so we're gonna have a comparator on subtraction mode with some redstone dust, solid block, redstone dust on that, and a lever. And then when you turn it on, it flashes really fast, and that is what we're going to use to power the farm. Perfect. Next, redstone dust there. The repeater this way on 1 tick, and we're going to have a repeater this way on 2 ticks. Okay. And then redstone dust like this. So 1, 2. So altogether, not counting this repeater, we're going to have this is on 2 ticks, that's on 3 ticks. Here we want another repeater on 2 ticks, so this will be 4 ticks total. And then this one is going to be 2 and 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the total delay after the clock reaches here is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now we're going to get our glass back out, and we're going to, not mean to hit that wall. There we go. All right. And now we're going to go up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll just go to the side here. And repeater. And we'll go back up again. 1, 2, 3. 5. Actually, we're going to go slightly back towards the center. 6, 7. There we go. Is that right? 1 higher. 8. Actually. And here. Perfect. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, and here. There we go. And from there, we're going to here. Boom. And that connects there. And this is going to be set. We'll set this to 2 ticks. And here we'll put a repeater on 1 tick. And here we will directly connect that with redstone. And then going this way, we're going to put a repeater on 2 ticks. So this is 1 tick, 2 tick. This will be 3 ticks, repeater on 1. Dust. And then lastly, this will be set to 4 ticks. So when you add that there is an extra repeater here, the timings on these 4 portals is going to be exactly the same as the timings on those 4 portals. We're going to start with the ones with one set lit and the other set not lit. That way, the first time for every tick, the bottom one will light, and then that one will unlight, or vice versa. And then the next tick, these 2 switch, and then the next tick, these 2 switch, and the next tick, these 2 switch. So that's how it's going to be. So every portal is lighting every 8 game ticks, and it's spaced out so that we don't cause any lag. All right, and let's give it a test here. Actually, first I will I'm gonna replace this with a solid block, and we're gonna put a button here, and that should light those 4 portals. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and test this out, see if our portals are working. All right, now let's get on to our item collection. That is basically the farm, and the Trident Killer's not working, so, I mean now, I said now. Trident Killer's working, the whole farm, you can kill stuff, that's great. Excellent. Okay, so we got our 11 by 11 platform. We're gonna count in by 2, 1, 2, and then 2 the other way. And there's our, that is directly underneath the Trident Killer. Like so. So basically in the space of those 4 blocks, that is where we're gonna put our minecart hopper. But first, those are hoppers, and then here is where our droppers go. Right here, boom. Nope, there we go. Okay. Then we're gonna lower this a little bit. Okay. Now we can break these. Excellent. Hoppers down, hoppers going in, and the hoppers on the hoppers. Like so. Now we're gonna get some temporary blocks. And minecart hopper, push that in. And push it into the center of the thing. Perfect. Okay. Now we're just going to do that under all 4. Remember, if you have trouble, you just go to the edge and you count 2 by 2 on the inside. That is where our Trident Killers are. Again here, 2 by 2. There you go. Boom. Let's make sure. Yes, see? Perfect. And again, 2 by 2 on the inside. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? And go ahead and set it up so that all the droppers are facing each other on both sides. So they're all shooting. We're just going to put a water stream right here. So droppers are shooting into the middle. All right, so there we go. We got our 4 little dropper platform things. These are all run at 4 times hopper speed. So let's, but first, let's cover these with glass so we don't get stuff just going everywhere. Okay, we're gonna have a glass bottom. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Then we're gonna have a top here. This will prevent stuff from getting on top of the droppers. So you need the glass ceiling at this height. Again, I have little walls here. And oh dear. Enemy. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And perfect. Okay. And then let's get our water out. And man, that creative reach is nice. Okay, perfect. There we go. Excellent. Next, let's get these all ready to go here. Man, my English is just failing right now. Okay, perfect. And we'll just do repeaters into all these. Boom, with redstone dust along the outside. Repeater, some more dust. And let's see, where's our clock? One clock's there. We're going to put the other clock pretty much right beneath it. So we'll just do this. Put a repeater there. And we do the same clock that we were doing before. Gold. Dust. Comparator on subtraction mode. This will be a lever for now, and that should do it. Perfect. And then let's count this dust. Oh, actually, let's see how far this signal goes. I don't think it's going to make it all the way. Yep. Oh, almost all the way. We'll just do this. Perfect. Excellent. Turn that back off for now. And then later on, we're going to hook up these levers together and put them in the control room. All right, we're going to go right in here, and we're going to put a line of glass right across this top here, just above the redstone dust. Then on one side, we're going to put a solid block, power rail there. Another solid block, actually that'll be a powered rail, there we go. This one will have the lever on top, just like that, perfect. Then coming out from there, we will run a line that goes to here. Hang on. I want the signal inverted. So for that, we're going to use a solid block there. And we need a redstone torch. Just like that. Very good. Now when that is on, the trident killer is on. Once this turns off, the trident killer turns off. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Okay. Next. We don't need that. We're going to do a redstone repeater into there. Right, and then just stairs up and up and up. I'm basically connecting this to this here. I'm going to turn that on temporarily so we can make sure that we're Our dust is not going to run out at any point. 2, and doesn't make it. Oh, it makes it good. Perfect. So our trident killer turns on. These go ham. And just to see this thing working, we're just going to put. Let's put some red blocks in there. And that was pretty fast. Yep, very fast. Good. Good. So then this lever right here, is going to turn on item collection and the trident killer. The minecart is what we're going to be inside of while we are using the farm. Put it right there. That way you're going to be going back and forth getting all the XP from the trident killers. All right, now we're going to continue with item collection. Here, we're going to drop down by 1. Make some temporary blocks, and... Alrighty, so, by the way, I built this whole thing by memory in the video, and I ended up making a mistake here. We have to do 3 sorters here and 3 more on this side here. So, yeah, when you build them up, you can't put anything beneath these 2 solid blocks. You can't put an item sorter beneath them. We're going to put hoppers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some people are really fancy with their water streams and such, using ice. You can do that if you want. I don't generally use ice unless I have to. But again, not like an expert on this or anything. All right. And then from here, 2 more hoppers right there and there. Okay. That is our water line. That needs a block. Perfect. Good. Now let's start with our all right, we're going to do some temporary blocks here. Got our hoppers, 3 and 4. All right, actually there's your hoppers that the water's on top of. We put hoppers below it, and then I messed up the sorting system, so it is what it is. This is how you actually do it. Comparator. Actually, I'll have to go in there like this. This is really annoying. All right, perfect. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the torches. Boom, 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 boom. This is the repeaters. Boom, boom. Dust here. And more repeaters here. Boom. Okay, perfect. Then in the hoppers on top, we're going to be putting into each one some type of item. You can rename it. Basically just filler items that are not going to ever go into the farm. I tend to use bone meal for that because nothing actually drops bone meal. You have to make it yourself. Okay, so I'm going to do that for all 4 sorters, and then we're going to put sorters behind this one as well. All right, so now we will put some blocks there temporarily. Droppers going straight down. And we're going to basically do the same thing here. Droppers go on straight down. And we don't need this. Do we need that one? Yeah, no, don't need that one either. Okay, perfect. All those droppers are going straight down, and then we're actually gonna go one more. Actually, you know what? These we're gonna go in. There we go. In. And in like this, and that actually is going to be a hopper. Hopper into that dropper, hopper into that one, and we'll sneak back here and hopper into there. All right. So basically, for each of these droppers are going to be loaded at double speed and then shot into these droppers here, and then let's make a little lava pit. And we'll put our lava in there and cover it up. Alright, once again, sorry for the noise. That Trident Killer is annoying, but well, we have our stuff running, so we know if anything interferes with each other. Anyway, these two droppers are going to be powered just fine from the sides here. The third one we're going to have to power from the bottom, just so that it will fit. So I'll put 2 blocks there. Redstone torch on top of this. There we go. And then that's got to be a solid block, and then just glass coming out of that. And we'll just do dust here. Dust, 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 and that should do it. And now we just connect that up to this right here. So dust, dust, dust. And it looks like we are golden. Excellent. Cool. All right, let's move on. We're going to drop down 1 block here. And come out 1 more. I'm going to need those. And now from here, we're going to do another line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 item filters. Okay, same as those, except these are going to be for nuggets, so yep, just go ahead and do those. And now for the part you've all been waiting for, the chance to use a trillion chests. So we'll start like this. From there, we will put another row here. Hopper is going into those. And break that. Actually, I'll do it down here. There we go. And double chests on this side as well. Wow, I'm terrible at placing these. And now we're going to drop these down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and just go ahead and do that on both sides. 2, 3. All right, so there we go. We got like our cube of chests here, and yeah, perfect. That will catch the majority of our nuggets. And then underneath it, you're just going to make a platform so you can walk around, and you can just After you AFK at the farm for like 8 to 10 hours, which this should be able to handle, you'll just break the chests, craft everything into blocks, and then put them back. Cool. All right, continuing on, we're gonna go drop down one more. All right, so there's those two, and then we're gonna do our ingots. So we'll just do two sorters for ingots. All right, there's our ingots. Put some walls there. Actually, you know what? Hang on. There's our double chest. And let's just do one more hopper. And we'll do another double chest there and one behind it. Like this. I'm pretty sure 3 is all we need. But, yeah. Why not? Okay. 5 is definitely going to be enough. And ooh, that's nice. Having a thunderstorm at the moment, so that's cool. And let's keep going. We're going to have... 2 more, and then we're going to do another 2 item sorters. And this time we are going into, these are going to be 2 more of the rotten flesh item sorters. We'll just try to get as many of the rest of the rotten flesh out as we can. Alright, so there's another 2 item sorters. We'll put some walls there. Excellent. Here we put a dropper. There we go. And a hopper into that one. We'll go and put a gold block below that. And we will make our little lava pit. And there's lava. We'll cover it up. And we'll run a clock into this. Boom, boom, boom. And this. And a comparator. Subtraction mode. And... wait. Nope. That was fine. This. Alright, and we'll just put our water in here as well. There we go. Boom and boom. That looks good. And let's go ahead and make another waterway. We'll have this one running this way. We're just going to have it run out a little bit, and here we will stop it. Just make sure it's away from our redstone and stuff. And this is going to be a hopper. We'll have the hopper going this way. There we go. And then below it, just to make this double speed, we're going to have another hopper going this way. Perfect. And we'll put a water bucket right here, and that'll do that. Excellent. This is going to be our final output. We'll do our furnace array, and we're almost done. All right, so we're going to go out a few blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, hang on. Here we're going to put our dropper. It's going to be the end of the line, so we're getting there. Boom, into that, into that, into that. So we got a hopper line going into that dropper. Excellent. Oh, that is not correct. There we go. Okay. Put a temporary block there. Actually, a few temporary blocks. We're going to have a couple sorters right here. All right, we're going to put some hoppers here, here, and here. That we don't really need. All right. All right, well, I running some tests and realized that I accidentally built this, what do you call it? The unstackable item filter one block too high, so I'll have to rebuild it. Then from here, we've got our comparator going out from that hopper. It's going to have to go into a solid block. And from there, we need glass. Oh dear, I'm just breaking everything. Okay, dust, dust, dust. And then piston into obsidian. And this actually needs to be a solid block. There we go. I don't know how I placed that. That was pretty far. Okay, that is your unstackable item filter. So the swords are going to go through there. At least part of them. We're going to have to do another unstackable item filter coming out of this hopper. So basically, everything we're doing here, we're going to have to repeat once with that. It just is. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do, we're going to do 2 more filters here and here. And those will be for ingots and nuggets. We're going to get the last ones out of here. So go ahead and make those. Okie dokie. So we got our 2 filters. The one on the left, that's ingots. One on the right, that is nuggets. So the ingots one just needs 1 chest. The one that's nuggets, we're going to make into a few. And boom, 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 boom. All right, I think that should do okay. Really, this side is not going to have that much stuff in it. And then lastly, let's get our another lava thing going. And there we go. Put a gold block here. And where's my lava bucket? There's some lava. Put that there, as you can tell. Oh dear. I'm getting kind of tired, so I might take a break. I've been going straight this entire time. Ooh, yeah, my brain's hurting me. So, sorry if I'm getting a little sluggish here. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Actually, you know what? We'll do solid blocks here. Actually, yeah, we do need 2. Yeah, solid blocks there. This will just guard the go. And then we'll just have our a clock here. Wait. We'll do it like this. this on subtraction mode with a redstone block like that. How's that? Okay, that works. All right, I'm back from a little break. I am ready to go. We're gonna put a big chest there, a couple hoppers coming down. Here's 2 blast furnaces, and put another double chest right there. Hopper's going into that. Then actually, we'll move this back a bit. I will put 3. Sorry about again, all the weird flashing. All right. So we got 4. All right, and that'll do it for that side. We just need to repeat this stuff on this side, and this side is going to have a lot more stuff going on because this is the line that's going to have priority. So let's get into it. There we go. Done. Alrighty, so took me a bit, well, my recording for building this is a little bit messy at this point because I kept changing my mind, but we're basically going to take this hopper line out all the way to the corner here, and then out another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, and that is our dispenser. So just go ahead and make that, and then back to the video. Let's see. Yeah, that should be safe here. Okay. Oh. Paired her out. No, not quite like that. It's more like this. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Then we need our piston and obsidian. There's obsidian. There's a piston. And torch. Right there. Perfect. And there's our swords output. Alright, now this time instead of just 2 blast furnaces, we're going to do 12. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do something smart. I'm going to go into a chest first. Then from there, just do, you know, from there I'll just do 10. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Right there. Now this will be our hopper line feeding this. 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Does that work? Perfect. Let's get our blast furnaces out. And actually, this way. Sorry about my washing machine is going ham right now. Alright, so that's the input. That is good. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We're going to lower this. For sure. First, let's, hang on. Just here. We'll make it doubles. We'll just go all the way down. 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and etc. and etc. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. I think that works. Alright, now to make it easier with all this, with the blast furnaces, we're going to put hoppers into the back of all of them. Alright, and I'm going to show you how to set this up to, I mean, really you could even do a shulker unloader here, so we're going to do one splitter there, and then boom, boom, and boom. Okay. Let's do so one line goes that way, and so basically the way this works is that these four are going in going in 4 directions down through there, and then these 3 chests each get a quarter, and then these 2 are splitting what comes out of this. There you are. Now for this, we're going to put double chest there, and also we're going to split the chest there. There we go. Hang on. No. There, like that. Hang on. What am I thinking? It's not quite right. There we go. Okay. Okay, so if you want, you can put a, you can either just put 2 double chests on top of this, or you can put a quad splitting shulker unloader above that, like the one that I used in like the manual one I used in array 1 part 3, the easy one, the one I used to load the furnace fuel for the 108 furnace super smelter, which is probably what I'd suggest putting right here, or you can just put 2 double chests in there. All right, so we're just going to move a couple things here. All right, come out 1, 2, 3, and 4.
4 like that. Fix these now, we don't need them anymore. And here and here, we're going to do our hopper sorters. So same thing we got over there. So we'll put them right like that, and we'll sort them. All right, so then we got our sorters. Put 2 double chests here. Go hoppers into those. And let's see, left one is ingots, right one is the nuggets. So this one we will make into a larger chest array here. And we'll do, you know what, we'll just do one more. That's fine. And some hoppers into this. And voila, that's that. Last thing we do, well, second last thing, I forgot about those sticky pistons we need to you know what, that's fine, I don't care. There's our lava. Put our solid block on top. And just run some boom, boom, boom. This on subtraction mode. There, done. Perfect. All right, so this is not going to be too complicated. We'll just start up here at the top. Put some glass here. Here. And basically we're running these. Oh, I don't need that. We're just going to run a signal over to over from these pistons all the way down to there. I know it's a big pain in the butt, but this will make sure that unloading the chunk never causes issues. All right, let's just go like all right, this is pretty obvious, so well, let's just do this here. Okay. Like this. Like this. And like that.
Alright guys, one more fix is it is looking like having blocks here is causing problems. So we're going to move this back a little bit. We'll just use a line here. And right here we will put a repeater. That way our lines don't converge. Boom. And there we go. And then hopefully that will prevent piglins from bleeding into my bleeding into the nether.
Actually, let's do that, right? Will that work? Here, let's check. Yep, looks like we are all good. Okay, perfect. Okie dokie. We'll just run 3. And how far out do we need to go? 4 and solid block. Dust and all this. And then we'll just make a torch tower all the way down to this thing. And that'll be that. Alright, so we got our torch tower. There's our thing that turns on the treading. Alright, so our treading killer's on. It turns on all the collection. It turns on that thing, so we go back and forth and collect all the XP. And it turns on all of our thingamabobs that turns on all of our portals. Our portal light thingamabobs. Okay. Next, I'm going to do just one last line. Block, lever, and we'll pull it. And we will run one last line out of that to our clock. So we'll just go around it. There we go. This, a repeater. Another repeater, and that should do it. All right, I will test it out, and I'll be right back with our results. Oh, one last thing before we start is that we need the top portals to all be the opposite of whatever the bottom portals are. So that button will let me activate all 4 at once. Now these are all off, those are all on, and that way our little thing will work as intended.
All right, well, I running some tests and realized that I accidentally built this, what do you call it? The unstackable item filter 1 block too high, so I'll have to rebuild it. Well, everybody, that is a wrap. This is an absolute monster farm. It produces 5,100 gold ingots per hour. That's just an insane number. Yeah. So, basically all you need to do to run it is you go take out your looting sword. You make sure that either the top 4 or bottom 4 portals are on. So we'll press this button to turn. My portal lighters aren't working because this thing isn't on. There we go. We'll turn on item collection. Item collection, trident killers, and actually it turns the portal lighters on as well. Perfect. Very good. So those portals are now all lit. And you just, alright, you just take out your looting sword, you jump in the minecart, and you press, oh, that's not the right one. You press this one, there we go. Then your portal should start lighting and unlighting, and you're good to go. this item collection should be able to handle going almost 12 hours without much difficulty. And after 12 hours, you'll have plenty of gold for the barn. Alright, this was very fun to design, not too fun to record, but it is what it is. I don't have a computer, so I can't make a copy of it.